Hi, everybody. It's John Diaz, Group of Keller Williams Realty here in South Florida. Want to kind of go over today some of the top 7 reasons why you should buy now and buy in South Florida. The first one is people are moving to Florida. Some of the top 10 cities or the top cities they're moving from are San Francisco, New York, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., and Chicago. The number one metro area that they're moving to is Miami and South Florida. Which includes, the other counties up here towards Palm Beach and Port St. Lucie. Some of the top 10 searches are coming from China, Colombia, Germany, Venezuela, the Philippines. The next thing I want to kind of go over is, it's a great market here in Florida. There's the weather, low taxes, it's beautiful. And then also, the next one is there's no land left. All the builders have basically bought up the remaining land. And the new trend is that they're building to rent, which leads to the next reason, which is that the rents are going to continue to rise. Institutional investors own 15% of the single family homes in South Florida. And they're saying that could go up to 40% with they're building to rent and building communities they can rent out. Obviously, their goal is to have income in those huge portfolios, and that's going to be increased rents every year. So in order to pay, instead of paying $800,000 in rent over 30 years, you can pay that off in paying in a mortgage. The next reason I want to cover is there's population growth in Florida. Florida is one of the fastest growing states. The population continues to grow also. And, the next thing is rates. The rates have gone up, but they're at 6.25, 6.5. That's pretty close to what the average is over the last 30 years. And the rates, they are expected to go down at some point after the inflation comes down. And they're saying it could be in the 5% again. And I think there will be a refinance boom. So I think it's a two-step process. You're going to buy now, and in the future you can refinance and lower your payments. When people talk about interest rate, what interest rate are you paying when you're renting? You're paying 100% interest rate when you rent, and it goes up every single year. So, that also leads to the next reason is that you can build equity and wealth over time. 83% of the wealth in America is in home equity. And then there's also home appreciation that you can pay that over the long period of time. One of the other things is there is no foreclosure boom coming. 68.1% of all the homes are paid off with no mortgage or have 50% equity built in. So there's no flood coming. And of the people who have mortgages, 76% of those are at 5% or below. So they're in affordable payments. Real estate has always been the number one choice. There's more money in real estate than there is in stocks and gold and savings and most other investment options. So one of these last charts things I want you to look at is if you look at a home back to 1970, the price was $23,000 on average. That home today is worth $565,000. So what will the home worth be in the next 10 years? As you can see on this chart, every 10 years the prices have gone up. Even during the '08 crisis, if you looked at it 5, 7, 8, within 10 years, those prices went back up and the values came back up. Over the long period, it's always a good thing to buy. I'd like anybody who likes subscribes to our channel at the end of this video and gives us a Google review, will be entering in for a $500 Visa gift card that we will be giving away on May 1st. I hope you enjoyed the video and think of the John Diaz Group if you're looking to buy or sell or invest in South Florida, 561-247-1823.